Hey everybody, welcome to your September monthly reading by each individual horoscope. And this month, we are going to be focusing and looking at the impact of the Soul Star Chakra on your month. We've been looking at chakras every month, starting all the way back in January. We already went over the most popular 7 chakras, and we've moved into the lesser known ones. So the Soul Star Chakra is actually located like 6 inches above the crown chakra. So the crown chakra connects us to the spirit world, where the Soul Star Chakra is even more so a bridge in between the spiritual and the physical realm. So for this reading for the month of September, we're just going to be asking how and or where can we make a more strong connection to the angelic realms, the higher realms, those of all those beings of unconditional love and light on the other side. And we can also ask ourselves, where can we have a deeper soul transformation? Where can we use some, if you look at it as healing within our soul as well? So we're going to jump into a reading for each individual zodiac sign. We're going to jump into yours right now. All right, Pisces, this is your September reading. And if you're new to my channel, what I do each month is I take a tarot deck. This one happens to be the Runic Tarot. And any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. But I take the major arcana and separate it from the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And for the major arcana, this represents just the overall energy on what the creator wants you to know for the month. So we're going to start off there. And we, of course, I'll explain everything else as we're going along. Let me just give these a good mixture here. And we'll just find out where the creator and spirit feel that you could have where, like, and how, and a stronger connection to the angelic and higher realms. So for our Pisces, which that's your norm, you have this drive to connect to the spiritual realm anyway, so this is your norm. All right, so they do want this one here for you. And you have the moon, which makes total sense. It is definitely water energy connecting to the higher realms. It's like the high priestess who goes into her high temple, connects to the unknown, to the spiritual realm. So the moon energy here is definitely perfect for the energy for this month. Taking time. Following the moon cycles too is going to be very, very special for you, especially during this month. Normally, all the time, because you're a water sign, you are influenced by the moon and the phases of the moon, but really pay attention to when the new moon is, the full moon, what sign they're in, and those types of things. We're also going to pull from the angel reading cards and to see what else they'd like you to know for the overall energies for the month. And one more time. All right, so for our Pisces, what else would you like them to know for September, please? Okay, they do want this one right here. And you have the Angel of Clairsentience, which is card number 2, which, interestingly enough, in the major arcana of the tarot, the number 2 would be the High Priestess. And we'll put this one right here. And let's see what message comes in here for you. That actually is number 11 on there, but 1 + 1 is 2 anyway, because usually they'll have Roman numerals like it does here in the major arcana. So this is the feelings that you are receiving are correct. Your gift of clairsentience is guiding you. That's the intuition the moon actually represents as well. So you've received this card because your angel is wanting to assist you in reconnecting and understanding your gift of clairsentience. You may receive messages via your gifts on a daily basis. However, you don't always understand or utilize this guidance to your full potential. Your angel is here to help you reawaken your built-in spiritual GPS system. The messages you receive will come in the form of gut feelings, inner knowing, physical sensations, and empathy for others. How many times when you've met someone has a little warning gone off in your stomach telling you that you can't trust this person? You ignore the feeling only to discover later that this initial warning was correct. Have you ever been offered a new job and your inner GPS system told you that this is not for you, even though the money is great and it seems to be your dream job? Once again, you decided to ignore the feeling and discovered that the work was highly stressful and not at all what you were promised it would be. Your angel of clairsentience is here to help you trust your feelings so that you don't keep making the same mistakes. She wants you to make decisions based on how you feel instead of overthinking the situation. Once you welcome her guidance into your life, you will learn how to live within your own spiritual vortex. Remember, if something doesn't feel right, stop and take the time to see how this feeling affects your body. If you have the impulse to be sick when you think about it, this is an indication that you should not proceed. On the other hand, if you feel happy, excited, and euphoric when you think of the decision, this is an indication that you should proceed. And the affirmation for this card is, I allow and accept the guidance of my angel into my life. Together, we will rediscover the spiritual flow in my life, allowing me to make decisions by using my gift of clairsentience. So, very, very clear message here with the moon and with this. It's all about you trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. And we'll find out, of course, more as we dig in more into this reading for you. So we move into the four suits of the minor arcana, which represent four different areas of your life. We are going to start off with the wand suit, which is the fire element, which does represent your spiritual energy, but it represents your drive, your ambition, your passions, just your overall energy as well. So we'll see what the Creator wants you to know about your spiritual adventure during the month of September. Let's give you a good shuffle. All right. So for our Pisces, what would you like them to know about their spiritual adventure? Okay, this one came out right away. And you have the Eight of Wands. And I laugh because the Eight of Wands means you're going to be having a great amount of energy and spiritual energy flow into your life this month. But the Eight of Wands is very much messages coming in for you as well from all over the place. So you're definitely making this transformation here. Let me just put this up here. You're with your connection to the spiritual world. So if you pay attention, you'll get them from into your mind, just having thoughts drop in. You're going to get emotional messages. You'll get physical messages from the outside world through synchronicities and signs. You're just going to have them all over the place if you'll open up and pay attention to that. We're going to pull from the Return of Spirit deck here too. Let's see what advice they have on how you can get those messages even more clearly than you normally would. So what else for Pisces? Tell us, how can they get this even more clearly? Okay, they do want to give you two here, which makes sense because this is going to be such a huge transformational move for you here. Yeah, you actually got the Return of Spirit card, which represents the entire deck. So you definitely have that coming in here. And then you have the Feline card as well, which is great. I'm just going to put this down here since you got two cards here. We'll put these just like this. And let's read the Return of Spirit portion here first. See how you can connect more to the spirit realm. It says you've come a long way in your journey. And no, it hasn't been easy, but you've made it through. So acknowledge for just a moment the strength and the courage that you've discovered within you. See how much you've grown over this time, slowly blossoming into who you are today. So this is a card of triumph, heartfelt connection, and mastery. The number 8s are also about moving up to a higher level, like mastering a skill and moving more. So this is about you mastering your energies, your spiritual gifts, and moving to a higher level. And it says, hold your head high and feel proud of who you are. Your guides and your angels are certainly proud of you. Your hard work and determination over this lifetime have brought you here today. This is the light at the end of the tunnel, and although your journey is far from over, you've come much farther than most. So this card appearing here for you signifies a renewal of the heart, the mind, and spirit. Your spiritual connection to Source is stronger now than it has ever been. Trust in it, flow in it, and shine in it. Your beautiful heart is open to both giving and receiving the messages from the heavens. So receiving messages, and this is about giving those messages too, right? Your time has come, and it is now. This is a time of manifesting your highest will. It is a time of truly stepping onto your path with confidence in what you're here to do and how you are to do it. It is a time of hopes and wishes and dreams coming true. The true greatness of who you are is ready to express itself fully. Now you can experience true empowerment, deep, heartfelt connections with others, and a feeling that all is right in your world. You've done the work, so you deserve it. Where there was a time when you may have questioned whether spirit was even there, now you won't. This is your own sacred return to spirit. So this connection to the spiritual realm is definitely being reiterated here in your angels and your spirit guides, creator. The whole spirit realm are saying how much they are proud of you for where you've gotten to and where you're at in this point. And your heart is open, because your heart is where we hear the messages of love from above. And so you have been turning down these loud noises in the outside world and having this inner focus. So I'm loving that where this is headed for you. And then the feline card here says, perhaps it feels as though nothing is happening for you at the moment. Life does have its lulls and downtime, and the feline card has come to let you know that it is in just a short time, the action is going to kick in, so get ready for it. The energy of the cat is strong within this fractal image, and the cat has a strong message for you as well. While it may feel as if you are not making any progress in your life at this moment, everything is in its perfect order. Cats love their sleep, and this is a cue for you to take this time to really rest. The feline card might also indicate a need to have a massage or body work. Being rubbed and touched by a set of caring hands can do wonders for your body and your spirit as well. Another aspect of cat energy is playtime. So the feline card is asking that you get plenty of it. When you do go out, make sure that you do the things which really bring you joy. Have fun and enjoy this quiet period in your life. Things are not going to remain still for much longer, and you're about to take a giant leap forward in your life, just as a cat sits perfectly still in the grass as it watches its prey. You're also being asked to allow the stillness. And when everything aligns and the timing is right, your instincts are going to tell you it is time to leap. And when you do, you will bound higher and farther than you ever thought you could. Your aim will be precise, landing you directly on that which you have had in your sights. So take the time now to play around, enjoy the quiet as you mentally focus on where you want to go in your life. The next big burst of energy is going to take you there in a single powerful leap. And that does work very well with this big energies coming in here. But there is, and like I talked about, taking time out, not being so serious, enjoying the humor. The energies of the higher realm are that of unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace. So taking this time out, this stillness that this moon energy is bringing in, like that high priestess who takes time away from all the noise of the outside world, creates the atmosphere, raises the vibration and the frequency, what you're at, from a noisy, fear, chaotic place into this beautiful, quiet place full of unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. So that is like what they're guiding you to do here, is to make sure that you are taking that time. And then we are going to move into the next suit, which is the element of earth, which is the Pentacles suit. Now, this is the only suit that has to do with your outside world. You know, this is your spiritual energy. We'll talk about your mental energy and your emotional energy. All that's happening inside you. This is the one outside. All the other people who are on stage with you, all the props that are out there, including your body. So it's everything happening on the outside of you. And this is basically what the Creator wants you to know about your physical adventure during this month. So I'm just going to shuffling these up a little bit here. All right. So for our Pisces, what would you like them to know about their physical adventure, please? Okay. I do want that one right there. And you have the King of Pentacles. Yeah. So you are grasping and having this feeling of, I don't want to say control, but control. You're feeling safe. You're feeling like things are in order because your spiritual side is in order here. You are really feeling this wholeness and this completeness that's coming in with all this spiritual energy and that connection. And because you don't feel like you're wandering blindly in the outside world because of this spiritual connection, you know when you have a question about something that's unfolding in the outside world that you can just ask, and you'll get those signs, you'll get the synchronicities, you'll get the validation and confirmations in your outside world. The King of Pentacles also has a great amount of wisdom, having experienced all of the Pentacle suit. One of the huge things is about how you're defining yourself and defining your worth related to the outside world. They experience trying to find their wholeness and their completeness and, you know, the definition of how worthy they are by relationships, by situations, and by things and bank accounts in, you know, possessions in the outside world. And he found that when he did that, he felt very unstable and things fell very short because relationships, people change or they pass away, and situations never stay the same. They break, they're always constantly changing, like jobs, education, that type of thing. And things in our bodies and our bank accounts, those things break down, deteriorate, are stolen or burned down. So all that instability makes us feel unstable when we're defining ourselves by it. That's why I call, when you define yourself by the outside world, that's not self-worth, that's retail price, because that's your value to others. But when you turn inward for your definition, as you connect to this beautiful love from up above, as you connect to the spirit realm, you realize how precious you really are, and that's where you have that foundation. So we're going to see here, we have the animal spirit. This is from the Wild Unknown series. And we're just going to see what animal spirit would like to help you and give you their power, their energy, their advice, or just their companionship during this month of September. All right, so for our Pisces, what animal would like to make itself known? Okay, nope, none of those. Okay, that's the one right here. And you have the unicorn. Wow. A very magical being. And we're not surprised that you got this, Pisces. We'll just put this right here. And they're actually in a special section in the back because they are those magical beings. So let's just find the unicorn here. There. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. So you do have this reconnecting at this higher level message coming in, even in your physical world. And it says it's difficult to see and hear or think of a unicorn without questioning immediately if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago? The mind may answer maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from. That's crazy. And if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for the answers. And the unicorn actually has to do with the 6th chakra, and it says it's no surprise the subtle essence of the unicorn card resides at the 3rd eye, right? That's the one that connects to the psychic abilities that we've been talking about here. The exact place from which the unicorn horn extends. This center is called the Ajna, A-J-N-A chakra, or command center. And that's funny. We were talking about being in control and being in command here, right? The ancient yogis believed it to be responsible for our intellect, our intuition, and deepest wisdom. Some say our 2 eyes see the past and the present, while the 3rd eye peers into the future. Yeah, perfect. So that is a perfect card to come in here for this confirmation of everything that we were talking about there. So I'm loving that. Your reading is just unfolding so beautifully and perfectly. And we're going to move into the air element, which is the swords. It's the mind. So it's your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. So it's your mental adventure during the month of September. And, with this card appearing here in your earthly piece, this is about taking action in your physical world to enhance your abilities and your connection to the spiritual world, whether it's some sort of ritual, some sort of reading, some sort of practice of some sort to help enhance your spiritual abilities and your connection to the spiritual world. Okay. So for our Pisces, what else would you like them to know? What do you want them to know about their mental adventure during the month of September? All right, they do want that one right there. And you've got the Queen of Swords. So you had the King here, and now you have a Queen. Queen of Swords, beautiful, because, with the swords representing your truths and your beliefs and your mindsets, she has this Ace of Swords in her hands, and that's a beautiful, powerful gift, because she's given that to you, which allows you to connect to the capital T truths of the spiritual world, duh, and then also allows you to cut away those thoughts and those beliefs, the small T truths of fear of the human world that you're ready to cut away and let go of. So she's empowering you to question your beliefs. Once you are connecting higher, you realize so many beautiful truths that you had not had before that set you free. The other thing is all the queens, in addition to having rulership over their suit, which she rules air, all the queens also get water. So she's got water, heart energy, and mental air energy. So this is the balancing out of the heart and the mind, which makes sense because, Pisces, you are so watery, you have so much emotion that, and this, you've been swimming in it since you were born, that it's easy for you to choose to trust your intuition and trust your gut. But with this coming up, and with this message that was coming in here, it feels like you either were afraid to trust your gift before, and or you're afraid to voice it and say it to others. So, this is a general reading. So I kind of feel like there's 3 different areas or 3 different levels that you can be at. You can be brand new, opening up for the first time and trusting your intuition. You can have been trusting your intuition before, for yourself, but you are hesitant to share that message with others, the messages you get for others. And then the third one is that you have just been rocking your connection, and you're basically a medium or a psychic, or you're doing readings and you're already sharing those, but you're also going to, no matter what level you're in, this Eight of Wands here is you're taking it to a whole new place than you had before. So regardless of what level you're on, you're moving up to this amazing next place where you, and it's not anything to fear. It's going to feel so natural and comfortable for you. So don't freak out about, the next level that's coming. You'll feel totally comfortable, and you're pretty much, it's almost the feeling of like you have been pregnant for 10 months, and you're like, get this baby out of me. You are so ready to move to the next level with whatever's coming. So it's not going to be something that you're like freaking out about. We're also going to pull from the numerology guidance cards here and just see what else they would like you to know about your mental adventure. All right. So for our Pisces, what else would you like them to know about their mental adventure during the month? Okay, I do want this one right here. And you have physical activity. I love that this is all purple because it really resonates here with this over here. So it's like what helps you get out of your mind and into your heart is doing things in the physical world, taking action, putting things into practice, not just thinking about it, but taking action around it. And I kind of feel they didn't want me to read what the book says on this one, because they are showing me it's time to make a plan with how you're going to do this, how you're going to express this, what you're going to do, whether it's putting time every day, whether it's just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it might be at the beginning, middle, end, or all throughout the day, whatever you're wanting to do, whatever you feel drawn to do. It's about putting this physical stuff into practice, whether it's drawing a card in the morning and then having some sort of thing that you do throughout the day on like looking at other people and wondering on what they're feeling and wonder what's going on with them. Kind of doing, what is it when they do a forward observer in the military? My brother used to be a forward observer in his early year of his military career. It's those that go out and check things out first. So it's like spiritually, empathically, psychically stepping out into wondering what's going on with someone, and then reaching out to them and see how they're doing and seeing how they match up. It's doing that kind of activity, putting it into practice into the physical world here. Because I feel like both of these were basically saying, in the physical world, connect to your third eye and bring it into here. In your mental, bring that, use your mental abilities to come up with stages and plans, things, little steps that you're going to do every day to help you grow that, to connect, whatever it might do. Read a certain amount of pages a day in a book, or, this day is find a book, this day is find a website, this day is find a YouTube video, whatever it might be. It's like making this plan to have that come to fruition. Take action is what we're hearing here. And then the last suit is your suit, the water suit. It's the suit of cups. So this is your emotions, and this will just be what the creator wants you to know about your emotional adventure during the month of September. All right, here we go. So for our Pisces, what would you like them to know about their emotional adventure, please? Okay, this is right here. And you have the Two of Cups. And this is beautiful because what the Two of Cups represents is your connection to your higher self. This is both your human self and your higher self joining together with this cups. It's emotional choice too. It'd be like the Lover's card. It basically brings to your attention that every moment of every day you have a choice of what emotion you want to experience. You can experience a high connection, that high emotional energy connection of unconditional love of the spiritual world. Or you can choose the fear of losing conditional love of the human world. And you always have these two cups that you can drink from, and you get to make the choice. There's no wrong choice. But always know that if you're feeling the fear, you're feeling the noise, you're feeling the chaos, that there always is another choice that you can make. And I kind of feel like there's this underlying message that all this emotion that you've been feeling lately, throughout all these months leading up to this, has been this beautiful testing ground of you dealing with those waves of emotions that come as you watch the news, as you get something on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or something, you see something that triggers an emotion, but that with this intuition, you're going to be able to look beyond that emotion, look beyond people's statements, people's actions, and see the heart of the being. You're going to see the true intention that's behind it. And you're going to see that it either is of unconditional love or that person is in fear. And that actually helps you transform the emotional upheaval. You don't focus on your fearful reaction of their actions, because you're going to be so focused this month on this connection to the higher realm and your psychic abilities, your intuition, your gut instinct, that you're going to look forward even to some people doing some weird stuff, and so that you can just see beyond it, see into the depths of it. Imagine, and they had me have all these vessels here. Imagine yourself a cup, right? Imagine every soul is a cup. And we all have the instinct of the rim, where when you meet someone, let me see if I can do this. So when you meet someone, this is the rim, right? We all get those intentions and those messages of, I don't know, those people are, I don't trust them. It's like, that's the gut instinct. But with responsibility and with understanding, moving in unconditional love, you can go into the bowl. You can go in here and understand more deeply of what is going on inside someone else. The example, I had someone invite me to a party once, and they said that they had someone that was wanting to expand into their psychic abilities and their intuition. And could I talk with them? And I'm like, sure. So they came over and we sat down, and I talked to her about those different things. And I told her about, it's like we're like this funnel, and we can go down inward. And she was like, well, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable doing that. And it's like, well, you're responsible when you access other people through empathic abilities and psychic abilities or whatever. If it's not done in unconditional love, there's going to be some karma feedback that comes back. It's like speaking into a microphone right near, the output of a speaker. It's like you're going to get this uncomfortability that comes into your life if you're doing it without compassionate, unconditionally loving intentions. And so I told her, you can do this with that responsibility. You're given this gift on purpose, for a purpose, to be able to help people through processing and transforming emotions and pain. And so I told her I knew a lot about someone that was at the party, and I go, look at her and tell me what you pick up. And it's okay. You can go in and, pick up emotions, what you're feeling. And she was like, I'm feeling this, and I'm feeling this, and I'm feeling this. And they were right on point. And that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about, is what you're doing here is having that ability to do that and put that into practice. All right, and then the final card that we're going to pull for this reading for September for you is from the Crystal Medicine Oracle. And we're just going to see what the final message that the Creator has for you. It's going to be like a wild card, as I do each month. It's the final card, so it can be about your emotional experience. But since it's the final card, it's going to be whatever else the Creator wants you to know about the month of September. So let's give these a good little mix up here. All right. So for our Pisces, what's your final message for this reading for them today, please? All right, I do want to this one right here. And you've got the Divine Feminine, the Moon, Medicine, and Black Moonstone, card number 10. Can't make it up. The moon making itself known, the divine feminine energy is all popping in here. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll put that right here. And let's read from the book here and see what their messages are for you. So you've attracted this card as an invitation to open up to your divine feminine essence at a deeper level. Both women and men, or however you identify, hold within them the energy of the feminine, and you are currently entering into a stage where this powerful energy will assist you in your world and your current situation. The energy of the feminine has many masks and facets, and when we can honor and welcome this energy into our lives, we'll open to a depth like never before. The divine feminine is about surrender, receiving, nurturing, love, mystery, vulnerability, power, flow, tenderness, empathy, and sensuality. When connecting to this potent energy, we're able to stand strong in our all-knowing and encompassing strength. We will also know when to soften and surrender to the power of vulnerability and understand the dance between the two. Feminine energy allows us to connect deeply to our intuition and the profound wisdom of our soul. It allows us to sit in our raw emotions, in our shadow, and birth deep awareness and healing. Are you scared of intimacy? Are you struggling to own your own power? Do you run from your feelings and emotions? Whatever is currently happening in your life, you're being invited to connect deeply to the divine feminine energy that is within. It's time to surrender, control, and allow this powerful essence to align and inspire your being. Just by simply acknowledging the presence of this divinity within, you will invoke the power of your feminine. It's time to shine in all your glory, to open and receive the gifts that this medicine has to offer. And the medicine is the moon, which you have here. And it says the moon, which was formed 4.6 billion years ago, has a huge influence over us and our planet, including the power to control the tides of all the bodies of water. The element of water is deeply connected to our emotions, and in turn, the moon has a huge pull over our emotional state of being. The energy of a full moon can be particularly potent because of its huge electromagnetic pull upon the earth, which charges everything up, even us. Human behaviors seem to be amplified at the time of a full moon. And the moon can represent the medicine of cycles as it ebbs and flows from full to dark and everything in between. In ancient times, people would look to the moon for understanding about the phases of the year. The calendar system was created from that understanding. The moon holds the power of the divine feminine energy at its rawest and most pure form. She holds the secrets of the unknown, and her magic has been invoked in rituals and ceremonies for thousands of years. We have a deep connection to this incredibly powerful source, and it's now your time to shine like the moon in all your feminine glory. Wow. What a card to end up on here, right? And it's the card number 10 too, which is endings and new beginnings, which we talked about. This is time for you to move up to the next level or two in connecting to this divine feminine energy, to your abilities, to that nurturing, loving energy, which allows you to have that empathy, to feel other people's emotions, and all the other access to these beautiful spiritual gifts that you do have. So I am loving this month for you, Pisces. You're going to make leaps and bounds like the feline jumping into your spirituality, into your spiritual gifts. So I'm excited to see what you do with all of this. If you are looking for even more messages of love from above, in addition to these monthly readings for each zodiac sign, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you will be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Doing those things also helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, and you subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so excited it does want to share these messages and videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I am very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, mighty Pisces, as you go through this extraordinary month, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. You have an amazing month. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.